Hi there, welcome along to today's vlog. Do you often find it difficult to focus on your practice? Do you find out that most of the time when you're practicing you're kind of noodling? Noodling's better than doing nothing, I have to say that. And so if you do find yourself being a noodler, that's fine. Some people call it ADHD practice, where you just don't focus on anything in the scattergun approach. What helps me is having a plan, having a practice plan. Now, I've spoken in previous vlogs numerous times about trying to give you different practice planners, different ideas. One thing that consistently keeps coming over is sometimes people find that difficult. So what I've done today, I've created 3 practice planners. There's a link below. You can go down, you can sign up, and I'll send them out in an email to you. A beginner's practice planner, an intermediate practice planner, and an advanced player's practice planner. They're totally free. Now, ideally, I really need to go through with you on a one-on-one situation. And there's a link there if you want to hook up with me for a one-to-one consultation. And we can go through that individual practice plan as, you know, in as much detail as you want to, and customize it to what you need to do. But everybody's plan really needs to revolve around 2 things: tone and time. So you need to be working on tone exercises. That can be long tones from my long tones book or any other long tones book, as long as they're working on playing tone and focusing on tone. The second thing is you need to work on time. So that's often scale ideas, scale patterns, nail your scales, has loads of things in there. Most of all, try and keep them and focus on the timekeeping, whether that's with a metronome or a drum machine or a backing track or something else like that, just so that you're locked into the time. Locking in your time is often one of the hardest things to do, and it's often the thing we miss over. Then work on some transcription. I have 3 or 4 different transcriptions on the go, which is probably not a good idea. I probably should have one on the go. One thing I've tried to do is to keep a journal as well for my practice. I mentioned this last year. Just trying to keep writing down, what am I practicing on each day? What am I hoping to practice? I often give myself 3 to 5 things maximum of what I want to work on in a day, because if I give myself too much, it goes over, you know, and I feel fed up and I feel annoyed with myself for missing that target. And if I give myself too little, then it gets boring or I just get through it too quickly. So today my focus is tone, time, working on a particular exercise, and I'm going to transcribe something with you. I'm going to skip through it and it'll vlog out, as you can see, but hit me up below if you want to have that practice planner for you. Something track and flute. Can't have caffeine at the moment, so anyway, off to go and get my beard and hair done. So I'm going to be transformed in 3, 2, 1. all change? What do you think? Now, I don't know if it's just me and I'm British, but every time the sun's out, I feel like I've got to be outside. I don't care what the temperature is or what else I've got to do. If I can, I need to be outside. I've come back in, so I just want to go over a couple of things on these practice charts. The first thing, I'm going to look at the advanced one. I'm going to bring it in here. Now, a lot of you might not be advanced players, and that's fine. But I just want to show you, it's kind of like for some of the beginners, you need to do a lot of repetition. You need to do repetition, whatever. Task activity is on the left-hand side. So you've got here, practice long tones, C, make your sax sing, make my sax sing would be a good idea as well. But you know, overtones are a must, but altissimo and vibrato. Then all major and minor scales plus arpeggios, seventh chords, bebop scales. Then you're into all modes on the majors and minors. That's really important. Just running them off different degrees of the scale as well, which is what the modes will help you with. Alternate digital patterns. So one day you might want to do 1, 2, 3, 5. Other days you might want to do any kind of combination of 4-note pads. The next one is 2/5 licks, but one thing I've only recently got into, and I probably need to do a deeper vlog on this, which is creating your own 2/5 licks every day. Even if they're crap, even if you don't like them, even if you never use them, get into the habit of doing it. And this came from, if you go back and watch this one when I talk about years ago about the practice idea, it was the guy who wrote Frasier who said, you know, how does he write great comedy? He writes every day. Most of it never sees the light of day, but he sits down at his desk and writes every day. And I wonder what the challenge would be if we all just every day tried to come up with a 1 or 2 bar phrase every day, write them in a book, see what happens, and then go back, play them through, find out what works. I'm going to accept that challenge. Maybe I need to set it up, and maybe in fact, actually, do you know what? It's giving me the idea. As I'm talking to you, I'm going to set that up as a vlog. Next week's vlog, I'll set it up. And let's do another one of those challenges. You haven't done one for a while. I'll get a hashtag together and let's do it on Instagram or YouTube or on wherever you're on social media. And let's get into the habit. Use the WhatsApp group for sax coach. That'd be a really good idea as well. Let's get into the habit of just creating some licks, okay? And then when you get the real good burner licks, stick them on the thing and then see what happens. Transcription, spoke about that earlier on today. Focus on one player a week. That's a really good idea. So, you know, have one week where you're looking at maybe Stan Getz, another week you're looking at Coltrane, etc., etc. Learning bebop heads. There's a course over on sax.coach, you know, A to Z of bebop. That is well worth checking out. I go through, well, there's not quite a bebop head starting with Z, but I go through all these bebop heads. It's like 26 bebop heads or 25 bebop heads over there with backing tracks, PDFs, everything there. Learn those bebop heads. In fact, actually, when I saw that, I was like, Charlie's practicing. He's doing a gig with me in a few weeks, so if you're around in Cambridge, come along and hear it. And then do your etudes and stuff like that. So there's 3 ones. If you go to the Sax Coach website or go to the link below, you should get those. Once you get, I think you get the 4 free lessons first, and then you get that one on top. I need to go like the barbecue.
Got the rhythm on lock, dancing to the beat like a clock that won't stop. Pulling all the tools to ignite the whole room. Feeling every bar, let the saxophone do. The plan is in the hand, got his goals all set. Practicing hard.
Barbecue over. Heading out on a ride with the boy. Get you guys some drone shots. We've not done that in a long time either. feels a long time since I've done a sunset time-lapse end to a vlog with a drone shot and up here enjoying the countryside. I'm probably getting eaten by all the mosquitoes, but I hope those practice plans are useful for you. I hope you've enjoyed a bit more of what used to be a vlog every single day but isn't anymore. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribing. I'll see you next week with whatever that great idea was that I had in the studio. Oh, that was it, the DF challenge. See you soon. Bye bye.